for the ladies. Spinebuster, boring. Woo, Colostomizer. Hey, don't hurt me. Here's my wallet.
Hi, diddly ho, shucks in boots.
Flanders? That suit's a little revealing, isn't it?
Well, it allows for maximum mobility. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Quit it! Must wash eyes! Uh-oh. Okay, don't panic. Remember what the instructor said.
If you ever get into trouble, all you need to do is...
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders! Ow, my leg! This is the worst pain ever! Go! Go! Ah! 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 Jingle!
Bancroft, what's going on?
I refuse to say anything until you tell me what the hell that is on your head.
Well, we'll get to that, but first let's say hello to the chat. Jelly Green's here.
I don't think we can.
First, he says first. What? Why the middle of the night in the States? Yeah, it's time zones. They change. Awesome ones in the house. Dale's hyped for the Rob and Mike Ghost Hunter show. I'm super hyped. We're going to talk about that a bit today. When's Mel back, Mike?
The 6th.
So like 3 days or another month.
This Saturday for us.
Okay, so you
Well,
probably
the 6th is a Saturday for everyone, but when I say Saturday, it'll be the people in the US as Sunday.
Maybe Friday. Maybe we could do something like could do it on Friday before Mel gets back.
Do what?
Ghost hunting.
No, I've got to clean up the house on Friday.
Oh yeah, that's true. Matt Downey's here. Good to see you. Bretsky, Sark, McGregor Bull, Dave Brinks in the house. DK Ritter. I don't know if that's a new person, but welcome. Probably not. Probably he's been here for the whole time.
Well, if he thinks there's cake, then yeah, it must be new. There's no cake here. Here, there's no cake.
The future is lewd. Oh, it's crazy, man, over on Kickstarter. We'll talk about that. Wasn't this last stream's topic? What do you say, Mike? Isn't it like you sweet summer child? All our topics.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing new under this sun.
No.
You should start calling this show Rehash. The Rehash show.
Edwin's in the house. White Leopard is live. There you go. Beautiful.
Yes, indeed.
Mo
It's a
Biggs.
very cool looking book.
I'll have a look at it then. Micra's in the house. Arthur Lyon said, Hyper Wizards here. Good to see you, dude. Complaining. When do we ever stop complaining? That's how we roll. Snarticon, Marco Sharpo, the Mark Sunger. Bretsky,
You know Mark Sunger.
Schnelly's here. John F76. Scrolling down. Phil's in the house. Good. What is that on your head? An embarrassment. Yeah, I know. It looks like a stamp. Arthline's onto something here. He's onto something, Mike.
I know it looks like a stamp. I just don't know why it's on your head.
I got bored
Seems
waiting
to me like the kind of thing that you might want to get off your head. What does it say? Classified.
All
right.
Mike's excellent suggestion for a topic tonight was let's just let the chat decide what we're going to talk about tonight.
Which means I'm busy at work, Rob. Don't bother me.
Oh, is that what it means? I didn't know that. Where do you guys want to kick off? Where do you want to kick off? Do you want to have a look at the haunted house stuff first? Because I've got...
Get into that later.
Oh, okay. Should we have a look at Bancroft's Kickstarter? How's it going, Mike?
I haven't had a backer today, but that's okay. I woke up this morning to an email which made me laugh out loud. I literally lolled.
Did you?
They sent me an email saying, we've selected your project for the projects I think I made that thing a bit big, but that's okay. I was just like, that's hilarious. Because, obviously everyone is worried that they're going to kick you off because you're, a naughty person on the internet. And then I received that. And I was very honored. I don't know what goes into that. I don't know how that's picked. I don't know.
Mike, you know how I ran like 2 or 3 campaigns on Kickstarter and never fucking got
Yeah.
that thing, and you like chuck your first one up there and you get it. I'm like, fucking bullshit. Oh my god.
What can I say? I'm a talented man.
I'm not sure if you're aware, Mike, but you also got an award from Indiegogo. I don't know.
I
if
am aware.
anyone
Yeah.
made you aware of this, but you can see that on the screens here. Projects with shadow banned Indiegogo.
Yeah. Go back to the shadows. It's yeah. Yeah, no, right. The Painted Death was shadow banned almost immediately.
Yeah.
You can find it on Google, but you can't search for it. That was almost immediate, which is weird because I did get over 1,100 signups. So that just goes to show that there is a lot of truth into the fact that a lot of what you get there is what you bring to the table. But this is cool because I think when this happened, I was about 5th trending graphic novel on Kickstarter, which is pretty cool considering there's thousands of these things on there. Yeah, hey, can't be happier, really.
Mo is pretty on point here. He says that usually comics we love is reserved for only the gayest of creators, so the trend continues. He's not wrong though. It used to be like, who's the diversity kind of person. That
if you scroll down onto the interior pages, I think Amita is down there somewhere. Maybe they found her. Well, they saw, okay, female protagonist. All right. She's white, though. She's a redhead. That's not good. But there you go. Look, there's a little bit of interracial kissing.
Oh, no, dude. They just read this line, and then that's it. That's all we need.
Ah, yeah.
Where's my Mochaccino queen? That's all they needed to put it on their projects we love.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, and she elbows him. So it's a little bit of female on male violence. Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that.
Waking Dream coming to a Zoop near you. I talked to him about that. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do a Zoop. Camel made a good point.
Oh, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just, it's like, what does Bilbo say? You start feeling like it's too much butter spread over not enough bread. I think it's just sort of, I don't know. I don't know if there's, look, the point of why did I go to Kickstarter and not say, for instance, put it up on Fund My Comic? Well, because the people who are going to find it on Fund My Comic have either already backed it or have heard about this book 100 times now. The point of going onto Kickstarter is because they have 22 million monthly visits, and you hope that, at least a couple of hundred of those would be exploring the comic book section. Actually, I've been talking to Neff and it's Frequency Girl, isn't it? And they have they've really got insights into how this whole thing works. So you got to do this and this, and a lot of cross promotion with other guys and everything. So it's all pretty interesting how you can really ramp up the discoverability on Kickstarter in a way that's just almost non-existent on Indiegogo. You really got to do everything yourself on Indiegogo. As for Zoop, I just don't know. I don't know if there's a big, other crowd out there that will find out about me that didn't on Zoop. And I don't, yeah.
Someone asked what is on my head. I think it was Sumo. Moses, it's a stamp that says classified. Rob is no longer allowed to access his own thoughts, Sumo. You won't see much change in the show. That's true. That's true. So 33 backers, solid start, Mike. My friend Jamie, Jamie, who I tell you about, the guy that I started at the same time with, he launched his book today. You want to see how that's going?
Whoa.
196 backers. Just launched today. See, you got to give people what they want, Mike, and
Yeah.
censored. He started off making political comics, and this is where he's gone to now. I mean, read into that all you will.
Well, at least I haven't. Oh, look, and she's doing the whole cunnilingus thing. I haven't changed my art.
Isn't that how you kiss women, like this?
Yeah, I haven't changed my artistic vision just to get a few more bucks. I mean, I don't know, maybe this was his passion all along. I mean, he's like, I'll start off with the political cartoon comics so that I can make enough money, build a crowd, so that I can then get into the lewds. Hey, more power to him.
Perth says extra spit. Nice. I'm gonna put the link in chat if anyone feels like backing it. Go ahead.
We got a stank raid. Hail
what's
Finn
up?
doing the early stank tonight. I was like, this is too early for this. I don't know what's going on.
What's up, Finatra? Yeah, got a couple skips popped in. Snarticon. I've probably said that before.
31 crowd funds.
Dude, yeah. And like
I know Jamie Me.
Yeah.
I know this person outside of you, I feel.
I mean, he's putting work, dude. Like,
holy shit. Yes, I know that one. Go up. I know that one.
which one? Start again?
No, to the left. Oh, yes, start again. That image. I know that.
Yeah. So there's a whole new market over there.
Well, I am staying strong. I'm standing firm. No nips. No lewds. All that stuff.
Let's see.
I am. And I'll be what I'll be.
Have we got any backers from the chat? Let's have a quick look.
There's actually some damn good looking books on this site, I have to say. We have been neglecting some of the beyond just the lewd stuff, which is, a lot of it is very artistic, even though it's not my sort of thing. It's not my cup of tea. I like what Sumo says. No nip shall slip. You shall not slip, nip. No.
Did you read that one?
Selling spank books on Kickstarter is like spooging on ducks in a barrel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a lot of thirst over there on Kickstarter. A lot of very thirsty fellas, and all they want is a drink of something, some saliva between two. Look at that. They go back up there. How is that allowed? Like that, I mean, a centimeter lower and you're seeing a slit there.
And do they have this horrible slang in America where some people call them axe wounds, or is that just an Australian thing?
No, I think axe wound is pretty common.
Needs bush. What's up, Rainy Avatar? Yeah. So I mean, like, I think some of the guys in CG would like this.
Sure.
She's got 4 arms, Bancroft. That's got to be some person's kind of kink.
It's one of those too many cooks in the kitchen sort of situations. What are you going to do with 4 arms? Like, it would make more sense if a guy had 4 arms because there's more to touch on a chick. More to fondle. But a girl with 4 arms is like, what are you going to do? I mean, unless you have a 2-foot dong. I mean, What are you
I
gonna
wonder
do
if
with it?
I wonder if Camel would like this comic book.
I like it's mixed with a mech and stuff. So it's a mech book, but it's just a titty book.
Did that go down? That was on 197, I'm pretty sure.
Can you unback?
I guess you can. It looks like someone just did. So, yeah.
Maybe
Anyway,
they took their backing away from this and put it on mine.
let's hope so. Let's check if that's true. No, it's not true either. Camel says no titty comics to the height I've given up. Triple mechs.
Yeah, it's look. I don't want to put people down if this is their calling. If titty box is your calling, who am I to judge? But it's sort of, to me, it says, oh, this is really hard to get anyone to be interested in your comic. So basically just Playboy the comic.
Dodoy's secret old account says, what's a girl with 4 arms going to do? Bancroft never had a squad. Yeah, go buy it, man. Let us know that you bought it. I'll tell my friend that I got him a backer.
Yeah, but no, Hyper Wizard is drawing it's not a titty book, but it's a sexy book. So
I've got this theory about people in our area, Bancroft. They don't like nudity, but they like it pushed to the very brink of it, nudity. But full nude is too far.
Sure, I guess. I don't really know. I think they just like sexy. I think that's just, but that's really everyone. I mean, everyone likes that, don't they? When I say I just like beautiful. They like to look at beautiful people, which is just normal. I feel. I've never gotten this thing. I never understood it. I don't know what it's about, where people are looking at comic books as a source of proper sexiness. I would never, ever, ever, it would never cross my mind to look at a drawing that someone has made and think, because I want to see something sexy. It would just never cross my mind.
It's weird when you you put it like that. I agree. It's very strange, but I totally don't agree with you too, because drawings can be hot.
No, I disagree. I don't think so. I don't think drawings can be hot. I think the women that are drawn can be beautiful. Kenneth Roquefort or lots of people. I just think Kenneth Roquefort just draws the most beautiful women. But I try to draw my female characters beautifully as well, to the best of my ability. But no, I don't think they're hot. I just don't see. I just don't see it like that.
Yeah. It's
the eternal question, Camel. No one can figure it out why he's done what he's done, but it is what it is.
This is where we are. This is what's happened. Have you seen the Jinkies comic on Kickstarter?
Yes.
Is that the one that's the one we showed off last week.
Yeah, that's the Scooby-Doo one. It's the Velma.
We looked at this one too.
Whatever the other chick is.
First created, 0 backed, nearly 1,000 backers. I mean, there we go.
Nice work if you can get it.
Is Bancroft coming out live on stream? He just doesn't like women. Actually, now that you mention
I like my wife.
You don't like boobs.
She's a real
You don't like
woman.
nipples. Don't like drawn females. You really like Camel. I mean, where's this going, Mike?
Yeah, but I could, a drawing of Camel. I've got this one.
Oh,
you're on it too, Rob.
I know. I'm the beautiful one. You can tell whose wife watches the show. Has she been keeping up with your shows, Mike, when she's been away? I doubt
No,
it.
she hasn't been watching anything
Oh.
because it's the wrong time. She would just be waking up now, actually, but she hasn't been watching it. I said, "Have you been watching this? Have you been watching that?" And she's like, "I haven't been watching anything."
I bet
She's
she
on-
doesn't miss
She's
it
on
at all.
vacay.
Didoy says Bancroft is obviously lying if he's into European comics. That's a good point, Bancroft. They're very sexual, the European comics.
I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not into that. The ones that I've got aren't really about that. So
Aviator Surge says, when a gay man marries a woman just to throw off the scent. I mean,
I'm sure it happens.
if the chat says it, it's got to be true. she's God, Jess, that's brutal. She's not coming back.
She is coming back. She's coming back quite soon, actually.
Someone told me a story today. I won't say who it is because I don't know if it's my story to tell, but I'm going to share it anyway.
Of course you are.
Yeah, of course. They posted on Instagram with a Kickstarter logo on their comic book. So whatever their book is with the Kickstarter logo. Indiegogo reached out to them trying to get people to come over to Indiegogo from Kickstarter. What do you think of that, Bancroft?
I think the caucasity of this company, the sheer audacity, it's mind-blowing. It's these, what do they say? These fucking guys. And well, I know what happened in that story. The person asked, well, I've already been on your site and you shadow banned me. What's up with that? And they just responded, oh, please reach out to our support team for any technical issues.
Scummy Go-Go. Mo says, I can think of a better way for Indiegogo to attract more comic book creators.
Maybe what they were doing from 2018 to 2021 or whatever it was would be a good start.
Jasper has sent us some links to some Kickstarter how to crowdfund books. Let's have a look at this. 63% of Kickstarter campaigns fail. Do this one thing and you'll be among the 37% who succeed.
Well, I'm already in the 37%.
Yeah.
I need to get up higher. I've got seriously, Neff is. I'm on the inside track with Neff. This guy knows everything. So
does he?
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you don't.
And he knows a lot of other people as well that know things. So, I will be going to him for my, learning things. I'm also going to be adding. I sold these out straight away. So I'm going to be making 9 more different ones, obviously, and I'll be putting a new one out every 5 days. So how many days in is this?
Why did you go for like 45 days or whatever? That was way too long.
Is it? I don't know. It said that campaigns over 30 days are more likely. And I was like, well, I don't want to go 60.
Wasn't it campaigns under 30 days? Wasn't it campaigns?
No, it says campaigns over 30 days are more likely to succeed.
Really? I don't know if that's true.
Well, anyway, it'll be, I can send everything out and then launch Painted Death. Just like that. So
comics. Skip says Comics Launch Podcast had a call in line to promote your Kickstarter book, and he's the guru for Kickstarter comics. I mean, I could talk about that because I don't agree, Skip, because I signed up to his program back in the day, and I got really irritated by it because it was one of those programs where it's like, this is who I am, and this is the reason why I do things, and this is the reason of this and this and this, without just getting straight to what you have to fucking do. And the other point is, he spends like $3,000 on Facebook ads. So
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
yeah, I mean, what are you gonna say? You missed out on taking Heather Antos's crowdfunding course for only $400.
Damn it.
So you've got 10 digital sales already, which is pretty good.
Yeah, all you people, I've actually got another. I know there's so many fans out there of the interviews. I've actually got another interview that I have never released. So I'm thinking of putting that on the digital. So yeah, if you're sleeping on that, grab it. Otherwise, you won't be able to read it and know the inner workings like others do.
This was Micro says, I'll be shocked if $3,000 of Facebook ads made him $300. This was back in the day before the ads got fucked. But he was spending like $3,000 to make like 30. I mean, I don't disagree with Camel.
Look, it's not my fault. You guys just don't appreciate fine art, and you're all about the titty box. That's fine. I'm more about touching you on your mind and your heart.
Yeah, because guys want to be touched in the mind. That's the one place we want to be touched.
It's where I want to be touched.
I
don't know where you want to be touched, Rob.
Yeah. So, Mike, what is the success for you with this? Like, do you keep?
It's already a success.
Yeah, but like,
that's it.
That's all you need.
Pack it up, boys.
God, jeez,
getting funded, that was a success. And like I said on that stream that you didn't stick around to the end with, you didn't know, Jeremy didn't know that I'd launched this because you didn't stick around. I had such a great ending to that stream where I just said, all right, having said all that, and then I just launched right into the countdown. It was fun. Maybe do an interview with a dumpster and leave it there. Oh, yeah. And what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I said, look, if I make $500, that's $500 I didn't have yesterday, and I've made 945. So that's awesome.
Is that US or Australian?
That's US.
Wow,
it's about 1,300 Australian.
Yeah, that's decent. How's your father says you're making John Malin angry, Bancroft? How do you feel about that?
I don't think I don't think he cares at all. I don't think he cares at all. I think what John Malin was saying is, and I really tried very hard not to put any words into anyone's mouth on the stream where I was talking about it. I didn't want to speak for Comicsgate. I didn't want to speak for anyone else. I didn't want to talk about anyone else because, there's been a lot of dramas going around all this between Ethan and Clint and John, and a lot of people. There were people in my chat saying Judas, Bancroft's turning against CG and stuff like that. I don't even know if they're joking because to me it sounds so ridiculous. But,
it's hard to know sometimes.
It's hard to know. I don't know. I think I think Malin was saying, look, if you're out there going rah rah, we need to boycott Bud Light, but then you're fine with other things, then that makes you hypocrite. I'm like, well, look, I'm not out there talking about boycotting Bud Light. You guys can do what you want, and I don't think I've really ever talked about any boycotts ever. So yeah, that's where I stand. No, I think it's fine. I don't think anyone cares. I don't think anyone cares. There's so many people who are in our circle, whether they are Comicsgate, CG adjacent, CG friendly, I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call it. That doesn't interest me. They're all on Kickstarter. A number of them are on CG Kings, happily.
Yeah, so you got Aaron Lopresti, Billy Tucci, Graham Nolan, Andy Smith.
Yeah,
that's all I can think of. Yeah, on the Kings, on Kickstarter.
And there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people who have active campaigns on there right now that we know, like Narwhal, Justin Murphy has War Party on there.
Patrick.
Patrick has Last of the Seekers. Is it no Johnny Phantasm? He did have Last of the Seekers on there. He went great with that, by the way. And who's the other one? Hojo. Jason Sandberg has Jupiter on there. Yeah, it's like it's not even. It's not a. It's a. It's a big nothing burger in my mind, anyway.
Mo says, Andy Smith, Rob, you're not helping your case. Mo. TJ said, oh, wait, there's drama amongst CG? Shocked, I tell you. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Zorro, PTP, your boy Zach, yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. It was, yeah, like I could understand like the whole argument that, you know, we stick to Indiegogo if they were playing fair, playing ball, but they're not. They're like screwing people over, and you know, everyone's complained about it. They need to do something about it. Kickstarter is an option. It is what it is. Chanelli says, I don't use Kickstarter because I like to know what I'm paying up front. Adding the shipping later puts me off. It pisses me off too, man, to be honest. When you want to buy something, you want to buy it and be done with it. You don't want to buy it and then have to pay more later when it's ready to go. I don't like it.
Yeah, look, there's things going on over there on that site. I think they're holdovers from previously. It's probably how it used to have to be because they were, you know, tax concerns or something. Because I think Kickstarter sort of invented online crowdfunding like this. I don't know if it was around before then. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. But I mean, at least they were the first big company that I ever knew that was doing it. So, but having said that, man, the site works way better than what I remember it working. I think they've really.
Well, I mean, they've added pictures on the rewards.
Well, I mean, that's one thing, but there's other things. Just, you know, it's really. This feels a lot more modern than it did even a year ago. Not that I was really looking at it a year ago, but
Mo says the main reason to boycott is that they screwed your boy. Your boy doesn't care. Backs book on Kickstarter and even did another crowdfunder on there after it was kicked off the first time. Yeah. There was another good comment. Athaline doesn't like the interface and payment for shipments. Yeah, understandable. Mo says, I was in favor of the boycott until IGG started acting just as bad, if not worse. Well, it is worse at this point, isn't it, really?
I think it's worse. You know, I think currently at the moment, obviously, I mean, objectively, Indiegogo is worse at the moment in terms of, well, you're not going to get shadow banned on Kickstarter. And there's probably a 9 out of 10 chance that you will on Indiegogo. So,
Merlin says, but Kickstarter screwed people over first. Yeah, I mean that they did, but now they're not. So, I mean, do you hold it against the company forever when the new company is doing it now?
Yeah, I don't know what, like, it doesn't matter if it's like first or not.
Yeah. If it's not searchable on Google, it's worse. Yeah.
Thankfully, I haven't had that. That's terrible.
Yeah. Neither can be trusted. No loyalty to either. Take the best deal. Yeah. Kelsey said he's going to use Fund My Comic.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. Did you see that? Did you watch that?
No. What?
Yeah, Kelsey is my spirit animal at the moment. He's
my father figure.
His show. No, he's not my father figure.
It's my father figure.
Rob, he's not that older than you.
I need one, Mike. I need one.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, he doesn't like either Indiegogo or Kickstarter, understandably. So he's going to do Shank on Fund My Comic, that'll, no doubt be the biggest book on that site. I don't know when this is happening. But he's just gonna put it up there and see what happens. It's interesting. I think you probably really you're probably really cutting yourself off from a number of people if you're only on either Indiegogo or Kickstarter. You're definitely cutting yourself off from a lot of people if you're only on Kickstarter, but because there are definitely people like Jasper who are not interested in backing you on Indiegogo.
Well, he said he backed you on Kickstarter already.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
But so to me, it's like Fund My Comic or your own site is the option to give to backers who don't want to go on all these corporate sites. The downside, obviously, to being on your own site is it's really all on you and you alone to get people onto that site. Whereas with Fund My Comic, there's a network, and it's small at the moment, but it can grow. A network is forming of people who are funding on there, and it becomes a case of, oh yeah, I backed this here. Oh, what's this? I hadn't heard of this. And we all think that everyone knows this stuff. It was funny when Kelsey was talking about Fund My Comic on his show. The chat was lighting up with people saying, what's this? What is this? I've never seen this before. Who's Luke Stone? So, and these guys are obviously hanging around Comicsgate and they'd never heard of it. So yeah, it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter how long you talk about something or how many times you think you're repeating yourself or promoting something, because you've been talking about Fund My Comic since before it came up, and promoting books on there, and Luke Stone has been getting around seemingly, I think, everywhere, but there's still loads and loads of people who just have no idea that it's even a thing. And so, yeah, I think Kelsey, just like Jasper says, Kelsey's going to bring a lot of attention to it, and then that's going to feed into other campaigns getting seen for the first time that previously I don't think any one of us who isn't in that sort of what would you call them? I don't want to, it's a weird, I don't know what to call people, just like more famous, I guess, in comics. People like Kelsey can do that the rest of us just can't. We don't have that name recognition, we don't have that sort of following and crowd. So
charisma, talent,
well, that's all
energy, passion. Arthurline says it's a very weird situation. Indiegogo was very friendly to us when we arrived. Now, nope. They got bought out, didn't they, Mike? Like sometime last year by some.
It all went down when they got bought
that's
out
what
by
happened.
some company and then joined the crowdfunding alliance.
This looks cool.
Yeah, this is Edwin's Viking book. So it starts off with just Vikings on a ship drinking their mead that we figured out, and then they get struck by lightning, and then they end up on an island, but it's very mysterious. So they'll get shipwrecked on this island, but it seems like there's some funky stuff going on over there. So yeah, the art is I'm terrible with names. The same guy who worked on Lost Pages 3.
Which one?
Lost Pages, sorry, not Lost Pages 3. Lost Pages 2, I think it was. Or maybe 1 and 2.
Avery Butterworth?
Yeah, Avery Butterworth.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Avery Butterworth? Is that him?
Art by Avery Butterworth.
Yeah.
Oh, letters by SK. He's a good guy. He's Australian.
Yeah, I said SK is the first guy I ever promoted.
Yeah.
On my channel.
Yeah. He helped me get a grant from Australian government. That was great. Free money.
How much did you get?
Can't remember. It was maybe like $2,000 or something. Like, for pretty much no work.
Do I have to put something at the start of my book saying I acknowledge the traditional owners of this land or something?
No, fuck that. No. Yeah, dude. Like, hats off to Luke Stone. He did the thing that we're all bitching about. Why isn't there like a place you can go to that can't get ruined by a corporation? Well, he's made it himself. It's pretty impressive, dude. Him and other people, obviously. Kelsey's going to bring a lot of attention to that side. Oh, yeah, I hope so, man. Established is the word.
Established, yes. That's perfect. Because some of us have, I have a pretty big channel now. I've got a pretty decent following on social media, but I'm not an established comic guy like Kelsey is. There's a difference there that I think we all understand.
Humble brag, Bancroft. That should be your name. Well done.
No, it's like someone was lumping me in with Reenie the other day on a thing.
Oh yeah, Reenie's way more popular than you.
Reenie gets massive crowds, and her campaign is going to hit 200,000. Like,
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
There's a difference. I've raised 45,000 on my Indiegogo. I don't know if you guys remember. So I think there's a difference there.
Yeah, it looked like some of them are going pretty well. The ones up the top, especially. Ma'am, I am.
Well, it's the ones that are fully funded. Those, the Buckler and Raid of the White Leopard has got getting a decent amount. Mythicals. Well, at least the Buckler and Raid of the White Leopard are exclusive to fund my comic. Mythicals is, I think that's just Hojo's tenacity bringing that in. Like, he's out there stumping all the time.
Hyper says Bancroft trying to brush the nuclear explosion of channel views he gets under the rug. Don't worry.
I get a lot of views.
He tells us
I get a lot of views. But what is that?
Constantly.
Like, it's with, you know what I mean?
He, like, every couple of days, he's like, oh, hit 50 billion views this month. Look how good my views are. Every couple of days, he goes on about it.
That's not true. I deleted a video today because it got no views.
Oh, really?
Like, this isn't moving. Yeah, I got rid of it. I haven't done that before. I was like, nah, there's something going on here. This is bogus. I need to fix it.
Bancroft should raise as much money as Reenie does, so then everyone is right.
Yes, I should. Correct. You are correct.
Bancroft forgets Pain of Death will probably outsell Waking Dream unless he massively fucks up.
I hope so.
There's still time.
But outselling is very different to making the kind of numbers Reenie does. That's a whole nother kettle of fish.
Big numbers. I put mine up there. The pre-sign up is good to go. Replicator 1 to 3. Obviously 4 will be on Indiegogo, and then 4 on Kickstarter again sometime later, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I've done this today. Go sign up.
You should do well over there because you probably have Replicator readers, who previously backed you there.
I've probably got like 300 people, maybe more, that have backed me on Kickstarter. So it'll be interesting to see if it's, because I haven't been on there a long time, Mike. I haven't been on there a long time. So it's going to be interesting to see if people still care over there. 140 backers there. 96, probably like 400 backers overall on Kickstarter. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm gonna ask Jamie if he can help me out. I'll tell him that
he'll just say,
nah,
put her on there naked.
Yeah, he'll say, great idea. Thanks, Jasper. It's nice hearing positivity come from other people. Let's see how Mike's going. Has he got any more backers? No.
He's just trying to embarrass me.
Oh, this one's gone up to 200. Thanks, Hyper Wizard. You did very well there. You'll get there, Mike. You're catching up.
201.
Oh God. That was Mike backing it himself.
Little sneaky copy.
it would be great to see CG Comics dominate Kickstarter. They could.
I don't see that happening. I think it's the same thing as like, oh, let's all go to Webtoon. No, it's not going to work. There's a certain crowd over there. So I think Rini could do amazing on Kickstarter. First of all, she has that style that is like a better quality Webtoon style, which I call American manga. A lot of the Webtoon style, the art is actually pretty bad, but she does that style good. And then, yeah, she doesn't mind drawing all the sexy girls with,
yeah, because
she
likes attractive women. It's like this such weird mindset that women don't like other attractive women. Like they want to look at blimps. It's not true.
So I think she could. I think she would do really well over there. But I don't necessarily think that everything would.
I think
if you've got some, sexy girl covers like Inglorious Rex does or something, would do pretty well there.
You know who'd do really well? Corey Barton.
Yeah, Corey Barton would do amazing over there.
Yeah,
that is what, like, that's got what they want, and on top of everything that we've seen, very few of them actually look that good in terms of artistic talent.
I mean, a lot of them are just like, let's stick my ass.
Even I like that, but I'm not liking it because I'm like, oh yeah, look at them Tatangalangs.
Oh, someone please clip that. Just
the first I like that off. Because I'm like, that's a friggin' rad piece of art.
Tatangalangs. God, yeah. Did you guys hear that? Tatangalangs. That's a new one.
I used wangos before.
Wangos.
So
wow.
Chuck in Tatangalangs.
Mo says, I told Rob to hype up the book where you finally meet the replicator, but he listens to me as well as Luke Stone does. Yeah, I will, man. I will.
Speaking of hype train, I have a topic about that.
Okay.
When we've finished this.
Let me read this one. I'll probably leave CG if the next campaign doesn't do great. It's just not worth the effort not to make real money. Bam. What do you think of that, Mike?
Yeah, well, I have Camel High have a slightly different view of what it means to be CG. So, yeah, look, I've always said everyone should be able to come in and go and come back as they please, just like that. That's perfectly fine for me. I've got no issue with it. So people should do what they want and, hang out with who they want and when they want and where they want. If it's not working for you, then yeah.
Okay, what you were talking about?
Oh, I was just going to say I'm actually going to start the hype train myself a little bit. So I've been watching Kelsey's show. Have you been watching Kelsey's show at all?
No, dude. He streams at the worst fucking time possible for us.
Watch the replay.
Like 3 a.m. But I want to be able to talk to my father figure in real time, Mike.
Oh my God, Rob, stop.
Yeah, what's the hype train? What hype train are you talking about?
I just like that Kelsey has a show where he just turns the camera, or sometimes turns the camera on, or just whatever, and then just does whatever the hell he wants for an hour. And talks to the chat. So I don't know when exactly I would be able to do it, but I want to do that as well. So whether that's on the mornings where I don't do my normal show, and I say mornings, I mean my mornings. So it would be early morning for me, which would probably be afternoon or early evening for Americans. And there would be no topics, and it would, I'm even thinking it would be slightly differently presented, what you would see on screen and everything. Kind of like what Finn does, but Finn gets guests in and stuff. Kind of like what Finn does. Jake does it the same. Hyper Wizard, and obviously what Kelsey does. Although Kelsey draws on stream, I don't know if I'll be doing that. I would much rather just sort of interact with the chat, and it would be a way that I could really, talk about what I'm up to, what I'm planning, what's coming. I could show, what I've been doing, that sort of stuff. And yeah, just an hour, a couple of times a week, probably is what I'd start with, and then just build it up from there. But really, really start the hype train for Painted Death in earnest.
It'd be really cool. A show with you, Kelsey and Rainey. That's a great idea. You should think about that. Finn says talk about stuff. Yep.
Yeah, it'd really be about talking with the chat. I want to use OBS so that I can actually have the YouTube and Rumble chat on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
are you not
that's
worried
sort of
that you're
part
going
of
to
it.
burn out though, Mike? You don't seem to be affected like a normal person.
As someone who streams on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the people who stream the least. Not counting this, and I don't even feel this doesn't feel like work to me. I'm not like I have to put on a show or anything. I'm just here and we're just chatting,
Mm-hmm.
But when I do my show, which does feel like work, I have to, think of a topic, and I'm, I've got to run the show and everything. I do that for 4 hours a week. I don't think that's too much burnout. I mean, if anything, a lot of the effort beyond the book goes into making the shorts, but I think they're worth it for what I get out of it. I think they're they're working great. So, I'm going to continue doing them. But I think just turn on the camera, hang out with the chat, and like start the hype for it. I do remember that, Jasper. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's better late that you haven't invested anything in it.
Here's a question.
Really thing to complain about.
Here's a question for chat. Where does Mike rank in the whole streamers in this area? Where would you put him? Where would you rate Mike? Let's get some numbers.
I can tell you where I am.
So I'd put
underneath Rainey, but above the Diaz brothers.
Oh,
that's
God,
where I stand.
Damn, you hear that, Phil? How's that?
Yeah, I'm talking about in terms of it says who gets views.
No, I'm not talking about
Rainey.
views. I'm talking about quality. I'm not talking about
quality.
views.
Oh,
I'm talking about if everyone in the world knew about Mike and Kelsey and all the rest of them, who would watch? Above Rob, but below EVS. I mean, that's not saying much, Amanda. Come on. Shane, Reaney, Camel, Bancroft. See, I'd go Kelsey number one, man. I find him just highly entertaining.
But you don't watch him.
No. It's because he doesn't stream at the time, so I can watch. Bancroft is my second or third favorite channel. The other two aren't even CG. That's interesting. Hyper says, underneath Ringy, he says, listlessly. Micro says, Bancroft's vital for CG. Without his show, how many creators campaigns never had a chance? That's a good point. Only one who gets rating and member chats. Jeez. Why did I say that? They're all coming to your aid. I put Bancroft at 4. I don't know who the top 3 are, but Bancroft can be number 4.
You don't know who the top 3 are, but I'm 4.
Yeah. So
I wish I was getting the views of number 4. That would be awesome. Because Cecil had 1.3 in his chat today. Ethan probably had 1,000, 1,100. John gets 800. And then I guess the next would be Shane, who can get like 300 or 400. So if I was 5, that would make me above Reaney, who gets, I mean, when it's not the after post Kangs, I mean, Reaney's like 200 and something. I'll take that.
Camel should stream more. He's good at streaming. He should just turn on his camera and talk about things he hates. That's entertaining.
I do enjoy them.
Yeah, they're the best. You still waiting to see Mario? You haven't seen it yet, have you?
No.
It's annoying. Snark says, I cancelled my membership and unsub from Cecil. Oh, it's a shame. Micah says, issue CGAU is kind of in its own corner right now. Is it?
A little bit. There is
How so?
Well, a lot of the stuff that goes on, at least, I don't know. I mean, maybe for me, it's during my work hours. So I can't really be super present. But I mean, who else is there? Look, I don't even know. Do the Bartons even stream anymore?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
And then there's you. You've always been in your own little corner. That's nothing new.
I'm in the special corner. Aviative Surge says, if they were streaming simultaneously, rank who you'd watch. That's a good one. Kelsey number 1.
It depends. It depends on, if they have a guest on, if it's a large panel. I like Kelsey streams. I like Shant streams. I like Ethan when he's by himself. I don't much like it when he gets the big crowd in, all the people. It's just not my sort of thing. I like Finn's at the end of the night. Yeah. It depends on what mood you're in. I like just kind of hanging out, sort of, chilling streams like Reenie or Jake. And I can't really talk about the streams that I'm on because it's so different when you're on them to watching them, which is a very different animal.
Jab says Reenie was the best, but she can't handle the fast chat. She needs a co-host, but that applies to almost every streamer, especially Shane. He needs Yanzi to keep an eye on it. I'm a great co-host. I'll just throw that out there. I'm kind of like...
Well, yeah, Reenie gets the numbers now that there's no way she can be on top of the chat. And she's usually drawing. I mean, there's
it's impossible if you're drawing with 300 people to watch the chat. I miss Camel. Yeah. It feels like he's never around.
Everyone's anymore. Like, "Where's Camel? He took one. He took 1 week off." Camel Nights is on when he's not taking a night off, every Wednesday night at midnight, something like that, midnight Eastern. So big, 3-hour show, extravaganza. There's fun and frivolity. We laugh at lots of things. We have a bit of a discussion sometimes. And then we play video games. And, it's a fun time had by all.
Mike, do you think the Americans know how we spell the word jail over here?
Well, I spell it Jail.
Okay. Don't wreck it for them. If you guys in chat want to type out... I think
they do know.
Want to type out how you think we spell jail, because I was looking at it before and it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, how did they even get that?
It makes sense to me.
I mean,
where did you see that word?
Well, I saw it.
Do you live near a jail?
No, I saw it in one of the places that we're going to visit for our ghost hunting adventure.
Oh. The first person to get it right was is it Snark? Hang on a sec. No, it was How's Your Father? No, How's Your Father? Yes. Gaol. That's how I was taught to spell jail when I was a kid, but I don't anymore.
All right, Mike. Let's segue into this, and we'll come back to other stuff later because I'm excited.
This
for
is what the people are here for.
Ghost hunting. 10 haunted places in Melbourne that will add a dash of horror to your Aussie vacay. This has to be my number one choice. Lorendal Mental Asylum. Started as a psychiatric treatment facility in the 1953,
The fuck?
is most famous for its treatment of Australia's most famous serial killer named Peter Dupas. The place was permanently closed down in 1999. Since then, it's become a favorite hub of ghost hunters, vandals, and antisocials. People who are brave enough to enter the premises are known to have heard sounds of doors banging, crying, an eerie sound coming from a music box, and children's laughter. The broken glass panels and doors, which are supposedly the work of vandals, give this place a spooky feel. This place is now on the verge of getting completely demolished to build a residential development. Are you in? Are you guys excited?
Are we gonna get killed by a fucking meth head?
Probably.
See, I feel like this place is too big. It's gonna be crawling with degenerates.
Oh my god! But it's a limited.
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I'm not worried about the music box or the children's laughter. I'm worried about the vandals and antisocials.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying.
I think we've just got to do it. This is in Bundoora. It's not that far from me, Bancroft.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, not that far from you.
Probably not that far from you.
Let me put that into Google Maps.
Camel says JL. Yeah, I mean, that would make more sense. I mean, lock it in. I want to do it soon, though, Bancroft, because it's starting to get cold here, and I don't want to be, like, out during the fucking freezing cold.
I don't want to be ghost hunting when it's cold.
Yeah, fuck that. No. I mean, if it's cold, how are we going to tell if there's cold spots in the air?
What's this place called? What's this place called?
Lorendal Mental Asylum.
Lorendal. All right, I got it. Let's get directions. Oh my god! Look at this! Look at this! Look at the fucking state of it. How do I get directions?
Have you got more pictures?
I'll get them in a second. I just want to see how far away it is. Here we go. Directions. It's right there.
Does this not look like this, like a perfect horror movie landscape?
Not that far from me, he says. It's an hour drive with tolls.
For you, it's like 25 minutes from me, probably.
Right,
Dean says I've been there.
Images here. Oh, of course he has. All right, let's have a look at some photos. All right. Hold on a sec. I'll share them.
And the first thing we got to do, Bancroft, when we go there is, do you know what it is?
Not drop the soap.
A shoey.
A shoey?
Dude, we promised people
a shoey, a courage shoey. For king and country.
I don't like what they've done with the place. I'll admit that.
Yeah,
The graffiti's not working for me.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, drone footage. You know this is serious when there's drone footage.
Look at the roof. Oh, man, this looks like... How do you get in?
I don't know, maybe we break in.
Yeah, probably have to break in. It looks all boarded up. Yeah, this would be pretty scary at night, I'll have to say.
Fuck yeah, it'd be awesome.
You want me to get stabbed? Mel is going to like, if you get my husband stabbed to death by some fucking junkie in Bundoora.
She's like, I'll get a life insurance payout. Should be great. Should be happy.
Oh my god.
Yes, Mike. Look at this. I mean, shit is going to move around in there.
Looks like you need to get there quick.
Oh, mate, we've got to get on this. We've got to get in on this.
It's like most of us not even left. Think of the psychos that were here.
Oh, we're just serial
It's
killer.
a very pretty sunset. Mr. Smith, you've taken a good photo. There were places like this in Germany I used to go to take photos.
Mo says, Bancrofts, wear a crack pack shirt, you'll be safe.
Oh, leave him. He's one of ours. He's one of us.
A shoey is when you pour a beer into a shoe and you drink it from the shoe. We said we'd do it, and I want to.
It means I have to take another shoe.
Yeah,
because I'm not walking around in a wet shoe. This doesn't look stable, Rob.
I mean, that adds to the excitement. Think of all the super chats we'll get, Mike, if one of us dies.
Oh my God.
All right, well, okay, if you don't, how about this? I'll let you choose. Or maybe the chat can choose. So that's option number 1. Option number 2.
The chat want me to go wherever I'm most likely to get
murdered. The Princess Theatre.
Like you have to climb in through there. Look at this guy. Like, this is us.
Where?
Did you see that guy? He was
No, go back. Go back. Oh, mate, perfect. Look at this. How fucking terrifying is that going to be at nighttime?
What is going on? Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
I hope you don't have epilepsy, anyone.
Option number 2, Princess Theatre. What do you guys think of the first one so far? I mean, that's a pretty good... I reckon that's like a 9 out of 10. Princess Theatre. This is in the city.
How would we get in there?
I reckon this one will be hard. Old Melbourne Jail. I mean, just like...
I feel like these places are locked down and they have security guards.
Well, this has ghost tours.
Oh, well, that's gay.
So we don't want that one. Okay. That's a ghost tour. A ghost tour. Pentridge Prison. That's a tour as well.
That's where Chopper was.
I've been there. I've been in there. Young and Jackson. See, that's no, I can't
That's
do that one.
Pub that's still there.
Dude, it has to be the first one. Rob, have you seen or heard of Unrecord? No, I haven't. If it's a horror movie, I'm interested though. I think it has to be this one. What do you think, Mike?
I think, how the hell did you talk me into this?
I'm
legitimately not worried about ghosts, but I am worried about crackheads.
Let the wheel decide for you. Yeah, we could do. Yeah. Best pick by a wide margin. I agree. That's it. Let's lock it in, Bancroft. Now, you want to talk about personal safety? What are we going to do? Should we take some sort of protection devices? A buoy, maybe?
It's not like another one of your ideas, like that friggin' electricity thing.
Do you think it will have power? Because if it has power, we can plug in stuff.
Do I think that place has power?
They might not have shut it off. Might still have some power.
How is that even a question?
Oh, this is great. We can ask the chat what things we should take with us. Devilfish says a rape whistle, a stick from Simply Green, condoms, protection, a knife.
Yeah.
You're actually quite concerned about the crackheads in this, aren't you?
I've already ventured up into the north on a few occasions, and I have had a knife put to my throat and been robbed of $1.30. So, up there. And that wasn't even in an abandoned mental asylum. That was just at a train station.
Boomerang? Lube?
You have to understand, us Southerners and Easterners, we all think you're fucking crazy up there on the north and the west. We didn't even consider you part of Melbourne. So this is like me venturing out, and this is like I'm Samwise Gamgee going out into friggin' Middle Earth somewhere.
Bring Liam along for security.
They'll look at my soft, supple hands and say, "This is a fella that has an easy life."
Just bring your rollerblades.
I say, Stabber McGee's in the house.
Oh, shit. Boomerangs and armor made from mailboxes, Australia.
Yeah.
Across. Nora says, you and Mike do a shoey in the midst of a cracked and summon a ghost. You just can't write this stuff. All right, let's lock it in. All right, it's going to happen, Mike. I'm excited. I'm excited. Now,
someone is.
Should we stream it on both our channels at the same time? How are we going to do that? How are we going to record it, Mike? How are we going to stream it? Like, are we going to carry our phones around? Or are we going to have like phones hooked up to on our chest somehow, looking outwards? Who's gonna monitor the chat?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I don't have the answer to your questions. I don't know. Let the ghost spin a wheel. I don't know how this would work. I mean, I think if you had them on your chest, then we could, I could look at you, you could look at me if we want to talk to the chat. But how you would read anything, I don't know. I guess you'd probably need a separate phone or something.
And what do you think?
So you're planning on taking this because you think that is the secret to actually finding ghosts that no one ever thought of before?
No, this is just another idea. How fucking cool would it be though, right? If we were just recording this thing and like you could see the electricity go to like someone's fingerprint or fingertips, a ghost's fingertips. You would lose your fucking mind.
Rob, you are a child. You're a 10-year-old.
I mean, just look at that. That would be amazing.
Imagine if just a woman appeared and she was all
be
beautiful in a white.
Let's be realistic,
dress,
Mike.
And
let's
then
be realistic.
Went, ah!
You got to keep it realistic, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, you need those little ghost lights that can make a light blink yes or no. Yes. Ouija board? Maybe. It's not a bad idea. Mike's like, I don't believe in ghosts, but I don't want to play with a Ouija board. Story doesn't check out.
No, I'm just, I don't know, like. I don't trust them. I don't trust you, Rob. To move it with your finger.
Let's see how. No more backers on Lucent, and Jamie's has gone up too. You're catching up though. Justice says I'm losing IQ points. Listen to some of the stuff Rob is saying. Well, mate, imagine being me, huh? Bancroft, this is your chance to trick Rob with a Ouija board.
What would I write to him?
I don't know.
I just say like, it would be like, what do you say, spirit? And it would spell out back the Lucent or something.
Even I wouldn't fall for that. Yeah. Mike, I have these covers and I need your advice and the chat's advice of how I should promote the fact that I have them. You know how I've got those covers, Mike, that you've seen?
I know what covers of which you speak, yes.
So I was thinking I could show off one, and then like the next week I show off the next one, and I could show off the, and so on and so on. And then I could show the whole thing at the end. Do you think that's the way to go?
Sure. I suppose so. I guess I hadn't really thought about it. Just whatever you do, just try and build some anticipation, some excitement. That's all I would suggest. Because they're pretty crazy covers. I mean, I've only seen the pencils. Are you going to share the pencils or?
I think I'd share the pencils
things?
And then I'd share the inks, and then I'd share the colors.
Yeah.
That sounds like it wouldn't build that much hype. I don't know. I'm not sure. It'd be like one crazy cover, two crazy covers, and so on and so forth. So we get to 4.
Didn't someone once have who was that? They had a page and then they would take off a piece but then eventually you would get to a point where it's like you can see almost everything, and now it just looks annoying because now there's a couple of pieces of it covered up by something, and people don't understand that. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you guys think? One at a time? Or
I don't really think about this stuff like that. I just start sharing it out whenever I feel like it's time to start sharing it out. Sometimes there was one thing I shared. Remember in the catacombs? I shared just a pillar, and it was lit by the torch thing or whatever. It was on the wall. That thing went crazy. Got hundreds and hundreds of likes. Actually, I think it got more likes than when I finally shared the whole thing. But I think what you've got to do is you've got to catacomb. It's how it's pronounced. Actually, let me bring that up. I'll see if it does it. Where is it? What is it? Google Translate.
Remember when Bancroft drew Dong? Yes, man, that was his best show that he's ever done in his entire life.
Oh, sorry, it was still ending. All right, let me share this. I think I've shared this before, but I feel like we need to share it again. Look at Catacomb in German. You ready, everyone?
Catacomb.
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 How does it sound in German?
Katakombe.
Catacombe. There you go.
Now type in tomb.
Tomb.
But then Mo will say, okay, type in comb.
Comb.
I don't know. I don't pretend to understand the reasoning, all right? It just is what it is. Yeah, look, I just think in general you need to start hyping up Replicator in general. I don't think it's not a matter of how do I hype the covers up. I think you've just got to start hyping it up in general. I know I'm going to start doing the same with the Lucent with this new show. And then I'll tie that into my main show and start, posting some more art and stuff like that. I don't think there's one way of doing it necessarily.
But don't you think that there are things that people get excited about? One is covers. They're like the big ticket items, I guess, that people get excited about. The covers are generally one of those things.
Yeah, but I don't think it's because it's a little gimmick or anything. I think if they're genuinely excited about good art, and the book, then they will be. So you just got to get them pumped for the book that's coming, for the story and the thing that it's attached to. And then when on top of that they see that it's cool art, then they'll really freak out. Why did you bring that up?
David made it. Said Kelsey is everyone's father figure. Yep, still making it, man. It's going really well. Hopefully launching maybe in a couple of months.
Yeah,
Listening.
see, I think we both need to talk about our stuff a bit more.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So that's why I'm gonna be. That's what I'm gonna be doing. We'll see how it goes. See whether or not I can pull it off.
Oh, I just got this from. Oh, is there no sound? That's a shame. Let's have a look at this. Mike?
Is there no sound?
No sound.
Really?
I think so.
It's a GIF.
Yeah.
It's a GIF. Oh yeah. Look at those tatangalangs. Now, you think I'm just said that word now? Just because whatever, because I'm on stream. Ask Mel. I say tatangalangs quite often. I don't know where I got it from. But yeah.
All right, so we've got that. Talk about a comics more. Ghost Hunt. What else? The wheel giveaway went really well. We had like 730 plus signups.
Yeah, I think we had a couple of people who didn't respond.
Oh, really?
So I've got to go through that. But we also screwed something up. So
that was kind of my fault. But that's pretty understandable.
I suppose I didn't fact check you at the time. I
that
thought
was
you were on
silly.
top of things, but it's all right. We'll be fine. But yeah, I think we do have a couple of that we have. One of them may be mine actually. That one of them didn't get back. One of them they did get back to me.
Reenie's is gone. Yeah,
pieces. Reenie's definitely went. Jerry was very happy to have won it.
He's a real person. He's not one of your
Jerry's real. Yep, he's a real person. I confirmed it. Had a little conversation with him, and yeah, he's very happy to have won that. So sorry, everyone. I told him. Actually, he follows me on Twitter, so we were DMing. I said you made a lot of people very angry that night. He was like,
he's
like, no, you won it.
He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, why would you?
Did you tell him he could probably sell it to like a lot of people for a lot of money?
I didn't. No, that's what he does with it is up to him.
No, they'll all be ready on launch day, Jester. All ready to go. Should I tell them what it's about? I should, yeah. Just tell them. They're all here.
About?
The covers.
Yeah.
So I'm doing Replicator 1 to 4. The covers are joined. So connecting covers. I want to make it affordable, and I want to give you guys who already backed like the first 3 issues. I want to give you like a discount on it, not much off, but just so you feel like you're not getting screwed over, because I don't like making people feel like they're getting screwed over. The art is going to be it's done. It's by Alan Goldman. It's fucking incredible. Mike's seen it. Like seriously, it's going to be one of the best covers that comes out this year. Hopefully, the best. Matt Dalton is inking it right now. He's fantastic. He's done stuff for me before. He's working with the Dares brothers. He's done work with Mark Polton. And I'm going to try and get the guy that has done my trading cards, which I'll try and find an image for you guys to do the colors, because he's amazing. He's probably one of the best colorists going around.
Mo says, why did I let George convince me to back it last time? I knew I should have waited. Yeah, these covers are spectacular. And if they end up looking like the cards that you did, it will be pretty unique, I would say. It's going to be very special.
Just give me a second here.
The covers, at least. I can't vouch for anything else.
Thanks.
Except for my colors.
I'm just trying to find the trading cards. What was the story with the mark on Rob's head? I just got bored waiting for Bancroft, so I found my classified sticker, so I just stuck it on my head. You know, something to talk about while we're here.
Who would do that?
Me.
Who?
Me. So there'll be these with Replicator 4. There'll be these trading cards. They're 9. They connect. The Replicator is here behind this black panel, so you don't have to worry. It's not a.
So we know the Replicator is not a massive mech.
No, it's not a massive mech. Yeah. Mo, you're so fucking distracting. Replicator 2 was very good. That's my Replicator 3 review. Replicator 4, fucking hell. Replicator 4 is gonna be action packed. There was a lot of talking in Replicator 3. Rob Special.
There was also a lot of heads getting chopped off.
There
if
were.
you remember.
There were, but yeah, the action
no
in this one's
head
a
chopping.
lot more. I know a lot of you guys hate manga, but one thing they do is action scenes really well, and that is something that I've taken inspiration from that evil manga. Okay, so yeah, but this will be available. I'm not sure how much it'll be. It won't be crazy expensive, but there'll be cards. They'll all join together. I want to do posters like the ones I've got behind me as well, because I think that would make a sick poster. And I want to do posters of the covers because that would make.
Oh, I remember Postergate. I remember it vividly.
It was great. It was so much fun. I loved Postergate. I love that you made me do that to beat you. You started it all, Mike, to be fair.
How did I start it?
You're like, we've got to defeat the evil that is Rob Arnold.
I do have a video of me and you
Please
that I
don't play
made.
the powder one again.
No. I can't play it. It's so upsetting to me. I have a video that I made that I cut it together. It's about Puzzlegate versus Postergate. And it's I'm Thanos and you're Iron Man.
Can you play it? That sounds great.
I don't know. It might get your stream struck because it's they don't like. I guess we could play it really small, and then we could stop it, here and there. But I haven't been able to show anyone. I tried uploading it, and it just wouldn't upload. And then I never wanted to play it on a stream because I don't know. It might be one of those cases where it's like, what would happen is you would have to cut it out of your stream later. That's what would happen. It's like they've taken the stream down. It would happen afterwards, and you would have to cut. You have to trim it out. Is probably what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, play it. I don't really care that much.
Whatever. All right. Let me bring it up then.
I got 57 people here. It's great. Thank you all so much. Make sure you hit subscribe and like. Bancroft's link to his Kickstarter is down below. So is mine. Go back here. Go sign up to mine. That'll be much appreciated.
How did I call it? That's the question.
Disappointment.
The context of this is I did puzzles because, it was a whole big thing. I did these videos about it. And I think everyone said, oh, that's not going to do anything. Ended up selling about 25 or something. And they're quite a high ticket item in terms of $50 or something minimum. And it gave a little shot in the arm to my campaign. So Rob thought, oh, I'm just going to do this whole slew of posters. And he did beat me in terms of, I think it was money at some point, but then I came back and ended up beating him later, something like that. I don't remember the exact timeline of it, but I just all right. Present, share screen.
Mo wants to know how the puzzles are selling on Kickstarter.
I think I sold 3. I think something like that. I've got to open this in a Chrome tab, otherwise it won't open.
Guess what I bought the other day, Bancroft?
What?
Hero Quest, the board game. Did any of you guys play that when you were a kid?
It sounds familiar.
Awesome.
Are you gonna talk about it or show it or anything?
No.
All right.
I want to do another poll where I say both the answers are yes or no. Yeah, Hero Quest.
This is probably why this video is probably why I stopped doing this, because I was like, wow, I wasted a lot of time on that and I didn't get to show anyone. All right.
All right. There's a poll in there. Should I show you a cover or not? Okay. Hit me.
Look at me.
You look
I look good as Thanos.
You throw another moon at me, and I'm gonna lose it. You know me?
I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
My only curse is you.
Someone's posters. My puzzle.
Oh, that's great.
All that for a drop of blood.
That was great.
That's
I'll
awesome.
never play it.
What's up, D? Good to see
Good
you,
luck
dude.
to your channel.
Should I show cover or not? 20 votes. Yes.
Of
What do you
course they're
think,
going to
Mike?
say, yeah. Well, they're going to say, oh, no, don't show me a cover. Of course
Yeah, I
they're
know.
going to say yes.
I know. All right, I'll show one of the covers. Just give me a second here.
So
Dude,
guys, now I remember why
Yeah.
I stopped watching stream. Come on, mate. You'd loved it. Don't play coy with me.
I just got to find where it's gone. All right, so to bear in mind, everyone, this is cover for issue 1. It's 1 of 4. They all connect. That is the secret that I've already told you, but just so you're aware. Yeah,
Does it
Heroes
have
Quest.
Replicator on it?
No, dude, it doesn't have Replicator on it.
All right. I just was, didn't want you to spoil anything.
Replicator is on the cover of number 4.
Are you going to show that on the campaign, or is that going to be
I don't
hidden as
know.
well?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure what people want me to do with that.
I think keep it a mystery. Just you can see the quality of the covers without having to see that part of it. I think it's fine.
I don't know where it's gone. You're gonna have to give me a minute here.
What do you mean you don't know where it's gone?
It's saved it to somewhere. I don't know where it's saved it to. Computers, man. There's 60 people in here. Awesome to see you guys. Bancroft, talk about something for a second, dear.
Everyone's talking about 40K in the chat. I didn't realize we had all these 40K fans here.
Yeah, dude. Like, it has some. Like, I've never really liked 40K. Like playing it, I was always into
I
Warhammer
remember
Fantasy.
Leroy was obsessed with it.
But the lore from 40K is fucking amazing, man. I sent you a
It
video.
sounds
that-
pretty cool.
that you
Yeah, I
haven't
watched it.
Did you?
I did. Is that that's the little movie thing? Yeah.
No, it's a guy talking about all the lore. It's amazing.
Oh, No,
I sent you a
why would
video
I watch
about it.
that? Oh, I want to watch a guy talk about the law.
You said you wanted to know more about the 40K, so I sent you a video
Well,
of it.
I'll
Damn it! How
I'll wait till the Henry
infuriating
Cavill
are you?
thing comes out.
All right, here we go. This is it here. Adam Goldman, man, he's a genius.
Yeah, he's the
Can you-
beast.
It's coming through a bit blurry.
No, it looks good.
Yeah.
All right, zoom in and enhance. Let's have a look. See what we got going here.
So you got OG Ghost before.
That's
she got
OG Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah,
She looks
before she-
good.
Yeah, man. Before she got her upgrade, you got Sarah, Riker here, Michael in the background, Swift Shock, Mo's favorite, and then you got the military guys in the background here. He's such a good artist, dude. He's so good.
He did these quickly too.
Yeah, man. He doesn't fuck around. He's just like fill you in on Ghost. Ghost. She's basically she's a
ninja assassin.
corporate assassin. Yeah. She works for a company and she does their bidding and kills people on their behalf.
She was sort of a very sort of slight kind of woman in terms of she's a lot thinner, her boobs were smaller, she had a different outfit. This was in the first book.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, not to give away spoilers or anything, but yeah, she gets into a fight in that book and ends up getting all burnt. So she requires upgrades for the second book. And then in the third book, you really see her big kind of like what she's like now. And she's got a more of a robot-y sort of. A lot of people think she's a robot. That kind of could just be by the way that Clayton Barton drew her that time. But she looks more like there's more stuff on her. And yeah, and her boobs got bigger somehow when she got burnt. I don't know how that happened.
She's meant to give that impression too, that like she's a robot. She's meant to be like a nameless, faceless assassin type thing, uncaring, just does her job and executes people.
She has anger issues.
Cheers, Jasper. Appreciate that, man. Any unique abilities or the droppy shooty plus some cybernetics, or I'm assuming. Yeah, she's like peak human. It may go a little bit higher than that. So it'll be interesting to see. I need to head out to really cool cover. Thanks, man. She's got more stuff on her. I don't want to kind of like give an example of a character that she's like from the mainstream, but unfortunately there is one.
You will.
She's kind of similar to Nebula and a little bit in the fact that she's just going to get bits of her body replaced as time goes by to become more and more robotic-like and less human-like. So that's the way.
Robo tits,
yeah. But yeah,
cool.
Alan Goldman, absolute beast artist.
That's a mean crotch shot down there.
Major from Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, I mean, that's a good shout too. Laser nipples. Maybe one day.
She has this thing on her arm, Rob, which I don't know what it's for or what it does. Do you know what it's all about? Or is it just like something that...
What thing?
She has that on one of her arms, on one of her forearms.
The
you can see it there. She has that thing. What is it?
Yeah,
I tried to draw it once and it ended up looking like the Hogwarts selection hat on her arm. I didn't know what I was doing.
No one can draw that. No one can draw it, and people can't draw her face. It's really funny how people just can't get her face.
I think I got her face, but I didn't. I'm gonna actually go find that. I want to go find that piece I did. That's how Rob and I rekindled our friendship. I was going to say our romance, but I thought that was...
Yeah, you've already got that word saved for camel. There's no point using it on me. Bert says, get Goldman to do 22 consecutive covers and use them as interiors. Dude, I mean, that's not a bad idea. He's expensive, but for what you get, I think it's an absolute steal.
Look at all this old Go stuff I have, because I've got your digital stuff. I've got all this ghost stuff. We could have been showing this off.
What stuff?
Let me open it. Hold on a sec. I'll make a thing. I'm gonna make a slideshow of Ghost. Nope. All right, I'll just open it in Photoshop.
Yeah, but I really like Ghost as a character because, like, you know, so many times you see women talking about their feelings, and it's really quite refreshing just to have one not say much and kill people. I like that. That's kind of up my alley. So, don't you think women should just kill more people, Mike?
I think they kill enough. Perfectly honest. When did I do that replicator for you? Would have been in 2019, maybe 2020?
Yeah. Do a Ghost one shot. Yeah, dude, I've got a sick story for like a sick initiation story, or what do you call it? What's the word, Mike? Sure, it's not based off my ex-wife. Supplemental. Yeah, but it's similar to. It's kind of similar to Predator in the fact that, like, an elite team go into the jungle to rescue a package that's been taken by a cartel. So it'd be fucking sick, and I'd really love to do it.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my. It was 2020 that I did mine of yours. God damn it. Why don't I have things saved where they should be?
Is she more Major from Ghost in the Shell holding on to humanity, or Atom Smasher from Cyberpunk leading into the cybernetics? Well, it's not really her choice. She's kind of forced to take on the cybernetics to continue her work. But yeah, I mean, the detail he manages to squeeze out of in art is crazy. Female RoboCop, yeah, maybe, I guess.
RoboCop's a bit. She's very agile and
RoboCop's
mobile,
stiff.
and yeah, it's not like that.
She's kind of like a female Batman that kills people, I guess, is how you kind of describe it. Cheers, man. Snarticon says peak human. Nowadays, that would be considered Lizzo. Oh my God. Horrendous. Lizzo would take up this entire cover. Snake Eyes plus Bionic Woman. Yeah. Someone sneezed. I think that might have been my wife, actually.
No, I scoffed.
Yeah, but I've wanted to do 4 connecting covers for years. And originally I had someone that was going to do them, and it just didn't work out. But I'm really happy I've got Alan doing them because they look incredible. And they work together so well. Maybe I can show them all off at a later date on the stream. That would be pretty cool. I want to show the members first because I've been really slacking on that whole side of things since I got sick like 2 times. But yeah, this would be really, really cool for people to see. I'm really, really excited.
Right, let me share the progression here. That's her in the first book.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, did you draw her, and then your artist drew her like that, or did they draw her like that, or she's got a little? She's like she's doing call-ins, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was
customer service.
That was Armin's drawing. I don't mind it. It's just. Are
these like night vision goggles?
Yeah, exactly.
She looks like she's in a frog suit or something. She's going
like
swimming.
a cat suit type thing. Yeah.
Latex. I just watched Matrix, whatever it is, Resurrections last night. Actually, didn't mind it. I thought I would hate it. So many movies now I go into thinking I'm going to hate this, so I have such low expectations, and I'm like, oh, that was actually better than I expected. Who's this? A Law.
Andrew Law. I love this style, man. I don't know if you guys like it, but I like this like rushed black and white style.
Us Great Sage says call the GIMP hotline. Yes, that's sort of what it is.
Well, that's the good thing about the books, man. Like you see the progression of the characters and the art over the issues. You know, I mean, we all wish that we could have Aaron Alfetti draw for us forever because he's, you know, a supreme.
I don't know.
talent.
I reckon, and like Goldman is actually more appropriate. But that's just me.
But yeah, I mean, you see the progression from one book to, and
Here's the issue with an artist like Alfetti. He's so good.
Yeah.
He's so detailed. It's a bit like, I mean, I say this, I haven't actually read a book of his, like Rob Willis on the interiors, you know. That you want to pause and look at it because it's so, you know, in all these details in the background. An Aaron Alfetti panel has this really long, you know, depth. It goes all the way back, sometimes 500 meters, and you know it's just getting smaller and smaller with all these detailed stuff in it. So you want to sort of stop and look into it, but you're trying to read a book, and a lot of the books he's been on are very fast-paced action books. So, yeah, it's an interesting kind of thing going on there. D says, see that Pitt is going to be on Indiegogo soon.
I hope
The
so,
omnibus.
man. I hope so.
We'll see.
I hope so, dude. I really hope so. Yeah.
Do you
So
remember who did this? 2015.
Martin Griffiths. It's right up there, Bancroft.
How do you remember
isn't it?
that? Oh yeah,
in
you
the-
read it.
in the
Damn
title.
it! I didn't know it would show that.
So
Look at how skinny she is. Although she has big boobs in this one.
massive cans. What are they called, Bancroft, again?
Tatangalangs.
Tanglings. So this is at a convention, and I'm like, draw this character, and for some reason, like he added all these extra details, like put her in heels, which I didn't like, and made the sword some sort of like weird ornamental type sword.
You threw it back in his face. You spat on him. How dare you, sir? Wangos has correct. I have all kinds of names for different kinds of tits, and none of them have nipples. Yeah, she does need to squat a bit more. Like, look at this leg is very emaciated. This looks like how they draw Peter Parker now. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh,
He's
really?
skinny legs now. Yeah, it's really weird. He's actually quite thick in the upper body. The guy who's drawing him draws him very wide with tiny little legs. It's quite unusual. And yeah, she's just got a normal glove on. She doesn't have a thing. That's a gardening glove.
It looks like a gardening glove, doesn't it?
It's a glove that you use to dig mud out of a drain.
Torpedo tits for the win. Yeah, I mean they're ginormous.
They're melons. They're big. They're cantaloupes, you know.
Yeah.
And now we get to the one that I think everyone knows of her, which is probably the best I've ever seen her. The
Clayton's redesign.
Esteemable Clayton Barton and what he did with her. I mean, what a mad lad.
Yeah, he's a great artist, man. He's amazing. Yeah, so I mean that gauntlet has different abilities. So like different loadouts. She can like put like a harpoon type grappling thing in there, or she can shoot knives, amongst other things. So it has different loadouts. In answer to your question,
It's an interesting character to color. I colored her quite a bit. It's fun because she's going to look good no matter what. She's in gray, which means that her color is going to actually be her surroundings. So whatever is she's around and what color that light is or the shadow is going to be her color. But then she's got these cool red things. Now this is why I thought she was a robot original or an alien or something. Obviously she's got a bit of an alien type helmet on.
yeah.
How does she see out of that thing?
That's a good question.
You probably should think of that.
No, she has a screen, so it's like a digital display. Yeah, like Iron Man.
Yeah. So I thought she looked really cool. This is back in 2020.
God, man, time flies, huh?
I know, right? I thought I would have a crack at her. And I did this weird. It's actually it's supposed to be looking down, but I didn't draw a background, so it kind of just looks like she's actually like doing a running jump at you, which works as well. But I could not figure this thing out for the life of me.
It is so hard, dude. That and the helmet.
It ended up looking like it ended up looking like the Gryffindor. It was crazy. But I think I did the helmet okay.
You did her boobs well. They're the best boobs you've ever done.
Yeah, I made the boobs enormous just because
look at the weight to them. They're so big, she barely has a stomach.
Yeah, it's kind of overhanging her thing there, and I gave her thick legs too, which is probably not appropriate. But anyway, that's what I did. This is back when I was like, I'm gonna ingratiate myself to other creators by doing fan art.
All the big players, you thought.
Yeah, like you. Well, no, I just really like this. I just like this character. I thought this was great. I saw Clayton sharing this. I'm like, I got to draw this.
Yeah, it's amazing, man.
I did I did Expendables, I did Scurry, and I did Replicator. And I think one of them, I can't remember which one it was, I got 26 views on the video. I was like, all right, I think I gotta do something else here. It's not a Uniboob Hyper Wizard. They're just so
it does look like a Uniboob.
No, look. If it was a Uniboob, this wouldn't be here. And there is, a thing there. Boobs are not my speciality.
We are all well aware.
Neither are muscles, so.
What do you think, Bancroft? Pit. Omnibus.
I've never read Pit. I was not into. First of all, I've never been into the big guys. It's never been my thing. But I remember Pit. I remember Pit, and I remember Max from back in the day when they were, coming out. And obviously, I mean, the art is, on a whole nother plane of existence. I don't know. I mean, it's 466 pages. And I remember them talking about this. Some of it's on zip drives and some of it's here and some of it's there. A massive undertaking. Huge. 466 pages. Yeah. I salute you. Good luck. This is gonna be so much work. But man, if they can do this, I think this could be the biggest campaign that's ever come out of Comicsgate. I think it could happen. I think it could be. Because you could be able to sell a 466 page hardback for a pretty penny. And I think everyone would pay it. Because people have been waiting 30 years for this? It's never happened before.
30th anniversary.
Yeah. So I think and I actually Eric July had a guy on today. It was a hilarious stream, by the way. Everyone should go watch it. It was funny as. He had a guy on to debate him. And the guy said in the middle of it, he was shooting, flying out non sequiturs. Left, right, and center. But one thing he did say was, I'm a massive fan of Dalkione, even though now I think he's a drunk and he's wrong. I still love his work. I still love Pitt. So the reason I say that, like, this guy was like a bit of a crazy person. He was talking about transhumanism and all sorts of weird stuff. But Dalkione and Pitt transcend all sort of politics and everything. So yeah. I really hope they can do it, because I mean, someone who does they might have to unpick the comic if they don't have all the original files. They might have to go back and
get scans,
and work it together with scans, which would be an absolute nightmare. But I don't know actually. So yeah,
they should launch Pitt on Kickstarter instead. It's already shadow banned. That's an interesting point, man. Like, Pitt is big. Kickstarter is big. Is there some sort of argument to be had that it would be a better platform?
I would not be discounting it. I would not be discounting it. And what it could be is you do a double launch.
Yeah.
I don't think there would be, like, it's going to be so massive. The thing that I worry about doing, like, launching at the same time, say like what PTP is doing, he does the Indiegogo and Kickstarter at the same time. Just get it out there, get it done. I worry there's sort of a danger of dilution. But with Pitt, it's so big, it's so famous, it's so popular that I don't think it would be an issue if he just put it on Kickstarter and Indiegogo at the same time and just threw it out there. And yeah,
I wish there were more pictures on this sign up page. That's all. Like, his art's so
30-year-old books. I don't think anyone's like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Who's this Dale fella? No, I think this is like, imagine if Todd McFarlane, crowdfunded a Spawn omnibus or something. It's beyond famous.
Pitt is huge and deserves mainstream press. Tucci's running the thing. Just go with Kickstarter already. What do you mean? Tucci's running it. He's like getting it already set up or stuff.
Probably running the campaign.
But it's a Kickstarter. I mean, an Indiegogo. Well, I guess Billy does those.
Yeah, Billy does both.
Yeah.
I didn't even know if Billy did a Kickstarter for his last one.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Mulder and Scully make a cameo.
Do they? Yeah, I don't think Phil Diaz is involved anymore, Perth.
That's a shame, man.
Yeah.
Dale didn't create the campaign.
I honestly don't know the ins and outs of it, but that's what I think. PTP and Shane were talking about it on their stream the other day. So
well, I mean, I'll back this, man. Will you get this, Bancroft?
Yeah. I've never read Pitt. I don't. I just wasn't that into this sort of thing when I was a kid. But now I'm older and I appreciate other things, and I appreciate just the art. And now that I've met Dale and is super nice, and
how, like, for you guys that own Pitt, how do the colors hold up, like, compared to today's coloring? That'd be interesting to know.
Yeah, maybe they would. They see, that's the thing. That's what I'm thinking purely from a pre-press standing here. How's it all gonna come together, and how's it gonna work and look? It's interesting. I was never a fan. I don't know. I was never a fan of the early computer coloring. I don't know if that was on Pitt, but I preferred it when it was flat colors back then. So Yeah, I bet.
They
Yeah,
have
I'm interested in checking it out.
they have this like shininess to them, colors back in the
Yeah, they're
day.
also very dark too.
Yeah, dark and shiny.
Yeah.
It's gonna be new scans of the old floppies and no new colors, all right? Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be new stuff, but
The thing
it
about
would be
scanning, though,
it
the
would
thing
be
about
cool though.
scanning is you get the moire pattern. That if you scan a if you scan a page of anything, if you scan a piece of printed matter of anything that's been printed CMYK, which all of these would have been, obviously. CMYK is essentially a 4 overlaying patterns of little dots, and the scanner will pick them up and then put them back into the art. So yeah, like I'm not saying it won't look good, but I don't know. You have to run tests. Essentially, you would get that effect, and then what happens is you've got that effect in your art. You've got that pattern already in your art, and then when you print that again, you're putting that pattern on top of that pattern, and then you get a moire effect, and you get some strange things happening. So I don't know. I mean, like that. At least that's how it was when I've tried to do this. So that the technology might be better now. Maybe you'd be able to run some sort of AI over it to clean out that stuff. I don't know.
I mean, like the colors seem really different from like issue to issue.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an issue. It's not a problem. It's just interesting. Like they obviously change colorists or styles during it. How long did it take him to do? Like, was it 15 issues, 20 issues? How many was it? I wonder how long it took him to actually.
I think it said 22 issues.
Yeah, wow.
Which is pretty. When you look at what it is, and then you consider, how hard it is to get issues done.
Darkness versus
independently.
Hey, cool.
21 issues.
What do you guys?
Is Phil still working on the new Pit book with Dale? Don't know.
It would be cool to have like even like just 12 pages of new Pit to get people excited for whatever comes next. But it's probably asking too much. What do you reckon it's going to make, Mike? And what do you guys in chat reckon?
An absolute shit ton.
Like
I said, I would not be surprised if it ends up being the biggest crowdfund.
Less than Rip Art, more than Ethan.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Problem is getting Dale to work. Yeah.
Well, Dale is. I think Dale is over 60 now. His style is super. I don't know. All the art that I've seen him do lately is, this hyper detailed stuff. Look at the cover he did for PTP, Shane, Ethan. It's all really insanely detailed.
What's it going to sell
for? It's a
for?
lot of work.
It's a good question, man.
I imagine probably if it's 466 pages hardcover, those things tend to go for.
Is it hardcover?
100. That's what it said. Like 100, 150 or something like that.
Into one. Okay, I thought maybe it would be like
150 is probably. The ballpark.
Wow, this is interesting.
But I could be. That could be. That's a complete guess. I could be completely wrong.
100K in 1 to 2 hours. 250K.
I know my friend
total.
got some of those big fat Marvel omnibuses, and yeah, they weren't cheap. Even he bought them on eBay, and yeah, there you go, $100. She omnibus 500 pages for 100. Is that hardcover, Perth?
That's pretty
It's
good value.
fantastic. They're really thick. I was flicking through these. It was the complete run of, I don't know, maybe Claremont X-Men or something, and then there was a complete run of Wolverine, and they were thick. They're like this thick. They were,
How do they read
they
though?
print out. Oh, they look amazing. I was flicking through them.
Because there's so many pages, they're not fucked up.
No, because at that size, you have to stitch. So you do essentially you run how many pages in a what's called a signature. So it's like stacking. It's like this. So this would be known as a signature, right? So it'd be 20 odd pages, and then they stack that together, and then they stitch them so that when they open, there's a curve like that. So it really opens perfectly. There's no other way to do it at hardcover that size. That's how it would be.
All right, Mike, we're at 2 hours with no topic. That was
a good time.
That was amazing.
That's what I'm telling you. We just chat, and the chat will come up with ideas, and yeah.
Should we check out how your Kickstarter's going?
Yeah, probably not. I don't think we need to.
What about, should we check out Jamie's again?
Yeah, check out that one. It seems to be
Mecca.
Perth says the sheet was $60. There's $65 shipping. Yeah, that's the kick. Although I don't think there's any way around that with a hardcover that big. That's gone up 5 backers since this show started. There's a lot of thirsty guys out there in the chat tonight.
Yeah.
It's all on you. I know it was just Jake backing it. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's wrap it up there. Stay tuned for more ghost hunting news. That's going to be fun. Bancroft's going to hate it, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it.
Just don't get me killed, Rob. For God's sake.
No promises. No promises. All right, guys. Go sign up. Replicator 3 on Kickstarter if you're interested in Kickstarters, and Mike's Kickstarter is down in the description. So go check them out. Ghost hunting. Yes. Ghost hunting. All right, I'm going to play us out with something really quick like this.
I bring you love.
Is that the love between a man and a woman, or the love of a man for a fine Cuban cigar?
I bring you love.